Nice to see everybody. I'm here, Dan Fretchling, CEO of Boltive, and I'm here to talk about privacy compliance. If you care about GDPR, if you've ever cared about CCPA and the 19 other state laws that have emerged in the US, or the 3,000 class actions that have sprung up around the areas of wiretapping and data leakage from websites, this presentation is for you. If you have a law firm that has a cybersecurity practice or a data practice or a privacy practice, this is for you. And for spending 5 minutes with me, I'm going to give you a little gift at the end of this presentation for your attention. So over the past 2 decades, the rise in data breach notification laws and incident response protocols has fueled a demand for specialized legal knowledge around security. It's like guarding the back door for law firms and for other providers of legal services. But at the same time, during the past 2 decades, the front door has been completely wide open as companies have developed their websites and mobile apps and online advertising using third parties because it's cheaper, it's faster, it allows them to monetize and innovate more. But what's resulted is a third-party party where, coming right through the front door, third parties are inviting their friends, so it's fourth parties and fifth parties, and businesses don't know who or what is inside their perimeter. This is no longer permissible because of the fastest regulatory change that we have seen in history. 20 US state comprehensive laws have been passed in recent few years. In the 2025 legislative session, there's going to be more laws passed. States like New York that don't have privacy laws are applying their consumer protection laws to the privacy problem. There were those 3,000 class actions that I mentioned a moment ago that have been growing triple-digit year over year. And this has yielded multi-million-dollar settlements followed by multi-million-dollar remediations that follow. This is why law firms come to Boltive. Boltive is the first pen test for privacy compliance. If you will, secret shoppers that smoke test where data leakage is occurring. It's an outside-in look for law firms. It relies on our persona technology, which emulates real end users that match the target audience of enterprise clients. Then, as these personas go through, they follow real customer journeys like shopping, applying for jobs, filling out web forms, because this and only this wakes up all the third parties so they can be exposed and the risks can be discovered, just like a pen test does. For law firms, this yields scores like you'll see up here, overall compliance scores and visibility to what's going on. But furthermore, there's a lot of dashboards that go along with this. This is a little bit small on the screen, but this dashboard is showing you across the top, if you see those flags, our software interprets what it sees differently depending on the local laws in effect. So whether it is California, Connecticut, Virginia, Colorado, UK, Germany, the software reports different vulnerabilities based on those jurisdictions. And then from top to bottom, the third parties are organized by consent, objects, and ads, the type of risk that they demonstrate. And this dashboard is updated daily, weekly, or monthly as law firms need. Let me give you an example of how law firms use our software. This is a firm that we've worked with, and their client was a B2C healthcare client. This firm was investing 140 hours each year in compliance work around privacy, but yet they still felt like they had blind spots. And with good reason, because this area, this sector, was under intense regulatory scrutiny and plaintiffs' actions. So these blind spots were literally ticking time bombs that could go off at any time. They adopted Boltive's software, and through our monitoring, they were able to get all those pretty dashboards I showed you a moment ago, but it really gave the law firm and gave the client visibility and allowed the law firm to interpret the legal ramifications of anything that was discovered. Now, I wish the story ended here, but there was a bit of a setback, and that is a plaintiff brought a mass arbitration claim. They had scanned the website and they'd said, hey, we found these third parties sharing data non-compliantly. But fortunately, because they had the Boltive audits, they could push back, show the claims that were invalid. And this was a benefit, this was a boon for the law firm that was involved because they got a referral up to the corporate parent and they grew their business. So, who uses Boltive? 3 of the top 5 global auditors, a dozen of the AmLaw 54 U.S. regulators use our software for enforcement, the #1 personal care brand, the #1 nicotine brand in their respective global categories, and lots of mid-market companies. And I'll close here. The best way to end a presentation is with a present, so here's that gift I promised, a free website or app audit. For any website, any app, anywhere in the world, we are a point-and-shoot technology, so you don't have to do anything other than tell us where to look, and we'll report back an audit for you. Visit this QR code or visit privacy-assessment.com. No www, just privacy-assessment.com. And if you don't know a website that you'd like to audit or a mobile app, drop your name anyway. I'd love to talk with you. Because with our software, law firms grow their practice area in privacy data and security, they reduce costs, and ultimately they help clients detect and correct privacy vulnerabilities before they become liabilities. Thank you for letting me speak in front of you.